All right. All right, let's get going, guys. Had a bunch of shenanigans in here for this session. Hopefully this doesn't make you motion sick. Just trying to get to the top here. Hope everyone can hear me. I am going to get some background music going here for us. Hope everyone's doing a fantastic time tonight. All right. No idea what this music's going to be like, so let's all find out together. It could be awful, but we'll find out. So. All right. So, currently, this is and we're going to do arrival, getting to the temple, final stand, temple, aftermath, close. All right. So, yeah, let's make one more. So this is going to be more the groundwork. I'm going to do this, stat blocks. So, this is a big session, and I'm going to say this real quick. If you are part of my campaign, highly suggest not to watch this. You'll have a lot of spoilers. This is more than just a world building session, but recording. This is me actually doing a full session as long as I can. I'm trying to get in between naps of my newborn, but we shall see. So I got my maps here. Set everything up. Entrance. I can spell entrance right. Number right. Corridor to Skyridge, and this is going to be so role play back drop. This is nope, not Skyrest Temple. I need a better name for Skyrest Temple, so that's going to be one of the first things we do. Venture to Skyrest Temple inside Sky Temple. So, backstory. Page. I can't get a template in here. So we're gonna So, backstory: the party has. Let's do this. D&D Beyond. Therefore, when I'm talking about them, you guys can get a better grasp. For the specific one, I really need to do their tokens as well. Let's see. So, the party itself has taken Lily, who has been hit with a drow shade poison bolt, who is either A, going to get it cured, or B, going to die within the next couple of days, per what they found out from the poison. When they took him to clerics, they found out that Lily has something in her body that is fighting back their heals. She had to let them in to be able to do it. Apologize for opening a cola. Need it a lot. Need the caffeine. But the clerics, even extremely high level ones, were not able to heal her. Then they found out that there is a shaman that may be able to bypass whatever is happening inside of Lily's body. For some reason, there's an entity fighting off the heals. She wouldn't tell anybody what it was, being very close-knit, not opening up to anyone. She has to go back to her hometown to a shaman named Druick. He can possibly be able to help. It is not a guarantee by any means, but with everything they've been told, he may be able to help. They have ventured up Curry Ridge, which has been cursed with a just horrific cold temperature. It was eerie when they walked in because they were literally able to take one step in and it went from summer to winter instantaneously. They've had issues getting in through. Curry Ridge background. Let me see if I can pull one thing up to be able to help out. Get that away over here. So Curry Ridge itself is in between the two capitals. Naturally, there's a good capital and a bad capital. Elder Ruin is a good capital. Bad capital is Kiro. World of Odessa. Just for visuals. So this is all Curry Ridge right here. So they are venturing into there. It is hellacious cold, winter, terrible. Inside the Curry Ridge is one of the tallest mountains of all of Odessa. The tribe there is called the Moontalkers, which is where Lily is from. So they had to venture all the way through that mountain ridge to get there. Naturally, when they go into a different territory, there are a ton of different issues, lore, and factions they had to deal with. They had to deal with the banished, which are exiled people, mainly criminals that are exiled from Elder Ruin and exiled from Kuro. They flee into these mountain ridges, and they are a criminal syndicate. They kind of stumbled upon them when they found a buried city beyond the snow by going off the beaten path. They had to fight one of the warlords of them and then continue to venture forward. And then now that's where we are. Lily has dropped down due to the poison. They found when they were after the big battle with the warlord, they see a dragonborn shaman off in the distance, assuming that is Druick. That's where they left off. So, my thought process behind this is we would have Druid bring them into the Skyrest. Now, it is still a semi-venture to get in there, so it's not going to be easy peasy holding hands and going all the way there, but it would be a getting to there with an escort, knowing the best way. They are at the top. The winds are going to be hellacious. They'll have to still battle the Curie Ridge terrain to get there, but they'll have Druid's help. Through this, Lily is going to have visions. So, again, if you are in this campaign, please do not train of thought there. Please do not watch this part. Again, tons of spoilers. Also, thank you very much for the follow. I don't know why my alerts didn't show up. That's interesting. I'll have to look at that. But thank you much for the follow. But once they get into the town, there are going to be, because D&D is a resource game. They just had a boss battle with a warlord. Now, it didn't take too much out of them. So the next venture is going to be more of a cinematic battle. It is going on the way to Skyrest. They're going to, Lily's going to start having visions. So the reason that she blocked out of having any heals to them is because there's a being inside of her, kind of like a larva. She isn't, in essence, pregnant, but she is carrying her lineage. It's almost like a burden and a curse to her, but is the only way that she would be able to carry her lineage on. She being a barbarian, her history is that she is venturing outside of her town because she doesn't understand why she has this rage in her. She wants to discover that. And this whole arc is to have her discover that the rage is actually good. It is the battle is what keeps people safe. And then she can use that rage for good. So that is the premise of that kind of a full arc for her, and why she's a barbarian, and give that rage a gimmick and a purpose. But what is in her was actually given by one of my gods that I have in Odessa. And that is Docs. Fenris. Fenris is the god of primal. He is just, let me see, I'm going to get this, I'll put it in here. So, groundwork, we'll do notable NPCs, Fenris. Fenris is a chaotic evil god of beast and savagery, often portrayed as a massive snarling wolf, with fur as black as the night. His eyes glow with a primal, untamed fury. Birthed from the first act of violence, his sole purpose is to spread terror and savagery. Those who respect the raw power and primal instincts of the beasts may find themselves under his feral influence. So the whole premise behind Fenris is the just like when dudes just watch, lions feed on YouTube. It's that urge, that feralness that we have. A lot of orcs will follow Fenris, just to have that, that killer instinct. They feel that following Fenris gives them that ability to have that killer instinct. So, it is a very, I really like the fact that it's more of a submission to feeling and emotion toward the god, opposing to, oh, I like what he stands for. It's more of like, I want that, so I'm going to pray to him. Fenris actually is the one who got the larva and gave the larva to Lily, because of her just rage and primalness of her. She thought it was because of Fenris. and him seeing that and understanding what Lily is capable of implemented in her. So now, once they get to, let's go to roll 20 so I can kind of give you. And then once I give you my idea and get that out, I'm going to open chat. Please, if anybody has an idea, I would love to hear it. This is the first time I've used Kick Chat and YouTube chat in the same one. So I'm going to fly in between them to see if I'm not missing anything. So if I do miss something, I'm very sorry. But this is the walk to the temple. Just getting to the temple, I want to make it a little difficult. So we're going to have spiritual wolves, not Fenris himself, but spiritual wolves, almost like appearing and attacking. Lily is going to be unconscious, having visions of what happens when her party fails, what happens when her party is good. The whole premise of it is that Druid is going to take Lily into the temple, try to separate her larva into a stone egg that can harbor the spirit of what's in her. Then she can do what she is meant to do in the world of Odessa, and then come back, and then that stone egg, once she can be presented to her, and then she can actually have the child at her time when she's done having her story, or if it's part of her story which will come back sooner. Awesome. I feel like that can have a spiderweb effect of later on. She can get information that people have attacked Skyrest. Now she has no idea what happened to her stone egg. There's a bunch of other plot twists that we can do later on down there if we need to. But I do want to give that baton over to the player of Lily. But once they get into the temple, Lily's going to be here. And then the party is going to have to be a perimeter. And then Druid is going to be right here. Druid is going to be immobilized. He's going to be doing the ritual. The ritual is going to take a number of rounds, and it's going to depend on how Lily is doing inside of her visions with Fenris. So she's going to be having visions with Fenris. That's going to be at the top of the round. It is going to be a roleplay aspect of me as Fenris, and then Lily's player playing Lily. And then depending on the outcome of that, is going to have a lair action. Lair action can then be positive for the players or positive for the enemies. And the enemies are going to be a swarming of spirit wolves attacking. Now, they're going to be attacking Lily, and they're going to be attacking Druid. And if people get in the way, they're going to be attacking them. So it is going to be more of a mechanical fight than anything. So, and it's going to be very high in role play. So that is the premise of the next session itself. So I'm interested to do it. I'm really going to have a lot of fun with it. But this is kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to think of different things to do when they get there. Should I have Druid do a hero's feast and give them all top HP and spells back and everything like that, and then up the difficulty in the battle? Or should I have them, the urgency, he takes Lily in here and he starts to ritual right away, and Fenris sends his wolf goons, so to speak, right away. So that's where I'm at this time with this one. I'm going to see if I missed anything from the chat itself. And again, thank you everyone for being in here. Do really appreciate it. Again, if you are part of my campaign, exit stage left, or you're going to be very disappointed when you have to do this session. So, Don't really see anything. I'm going to check one more thing, and then I think we are good. Yep, we are good. Cool. All right. Trying to find, I had a photo of Fenris that I got made, and I can't find it for some reason, which is a huge bummer. But I'll have to bring that back, or I'll just make a new one. You know what? Let's make a new one. So I know it is very controversial. People using ChatGTP. I use ChatGTP for art, mainly for quick art. If I want to do like a whole party art or anything like that and have something very detailed and give it to my players or anything like that, I will pay for it because I want a real person to do it. But for quick art, just of characters I'm having in here, I'm not really selling anything or anything like that. I'm doing ChatGTP. This is a hobby that's not making me any money right now. So if it starts making me money, I'll pay others and move that forward. But I also do it when I get a writer's block. But what I do is I put in, hey, these are my ideas. Give me ideas of what I can do. And then I take those ideas. Sometimes I mush them together. Sometimes I go forward from there. So it just really depends. But I think ChatGTP is good for some things, getting ideas. I do not think it needs to be the core of everything. I do like how ChatGTP lays everything out, and I've stolen that layout. So that is one thing, 100% I've stolen from them. Just easy use, but just looking everything over is really, really easy. So let's see. Okay. There we go. Would be previous artwork requests. Give me a. Oh, did I have a myth? Maybe I did. Myth. I know I had it somewhere. But please, if anybody has an idea of a direction of an idea or another boss for what I kind of explained, if you guys haven't seen me before, or seen in my streams or VODs, I am I always consider myself a mediocre forever DM. I'm here just to kind of see what I can make out there, maybe help people with their campaigns. I have 10 plus years in DMing, world building. I'm doing my own homebrew world for this campaign. I've already started that. So I'm just trying to venture out, and if I can help anybody with DM, I would love to do that. I'm starting to become a professional DM. When I say starting to, I have a profile on Starting Play. That's it. So that's going to be a journey. But let's see. My creations. Fenris. No, it wasn't in here. Okay. we're just going to make a new Fenris. Give me a artwork. And then when I get this, I'll show you guys. And you guys give me like a thumbs up, thumbs down on it. For the maps that I'm using, they are from a person I subscribe on Patreon. Let me make sure I'm not giving the wrong one, because I do that a lot. Let's see. I know it's Halogent. Who? Animated battle maps. I'll go ahead and put his Patreon here. So if you want to link to it, I'm going to put it in my Twitch. Really good subscribe. What I like about it is that he has those backdrops. I'll flip over to that real quick for you guys. So therefore, you have a role play part. You can kind of just go here. It is a good break from just the monotony of grid maps. You get them here, it immerses them. You explain what they're looking at. You can go over the senses and then kind of say, hey, this is what we're moving forward with. This is what you see. This is what every single party member sees. This instance will be besides Lily, because she'll be knocked out. I didn't mean to snap into the mic. I apologize for everyone's ears, especially if you're in a headset. Very, very sorry. But I really, really like that he has that. He has stills for all of his maps. Then he also has webms and then MP4s for his maps. And they're all really, really good. We'll just go and look at these. Boom. Boom. And I go between him and Epic Quest. So Epic Quest and animated battle maps have been really, really good for all my map needs. All right. Let's see what we got here for Fenris. Always wants to add font. I don't want font. Take it away. At the bottom. Okay. Doing a little bit of updates on it. It was a little too polished. I wanted him to look more feral and primal. So we're going to get that, and then I'll throw it over here. It's still thinking. So anybody got any ideas? What they liked, what they didn't like, what I shouldn't change, what I should change, what's actual garbage? Please tell me. You guys telling me what's garbage is probably the most beneficial. Because if it's garbage, I'm not going to think twice about it. I'm going to eliminate it. So that won't hurt my feelings whatsoever. Interesting. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yes. That's going to keep people up at night. That's what we need. Let's see, zoom in. Oh, dear God. All right, that was dramatic. But, Fenris. Now, make me a drawing of his minions. The spirit. Soul wolves, I can call them. The wolves to send after the party to attempt to stop them helping Lily. Use hell hounds as a reference from D&D. So that's the image I'm getting, but I don't want fire. So we're going to negate fire. However, negate any use of fire. They should be based in necrotic. Necrotic. Use the same art style as above. Cool. We're going to let that cook. Now bring that over as well. We'll keep that right there. While that's going there, got Fenris. We're going to have Druid, the Shaman, Skyrist. And then this right here is a Legend Keeper. So I'm kind of going back and forth of Obsidian and Legend Keeper. I'm liking Legend Keeper a little bit, but now, like, when I start doing these tabs and everything like that, I do miss Obsidian a lot. Just the organization within. So Legend Keeper is really, really good, but when we want to drill down, man, my Obsidian was so much better. So, example, like I said, ooh, I hate these freaking emojis. I stole the layout, and this is just a copy and paste from ChatGPT. Gonna be 100% real, but the reason I did it is because I'm trying to just see which one I like more. And then I edited, I went and edit what I needed from it. So, but this gave me a good outline of specific people and to be able to tie everything together. So, I need to really put my notes of saying no emojis. Pulls my eye away from the actual context. So, a lot of good information when you're drilling down. Okay. So, and everything can be linked like that very, very quickly. If I want to do Iron Strong for some reason as a thing, boom, Iron Strong's a thing. And guess what? It will probably populate somewhere in here momentarily. So, just Obsidian's amazing, and I love the template I found and everything like that. I'm really, really enjoying. So we'll see. I keep going back and forth. So I'm leaning toward Obsidian. I just need to move what I have here over to there, but it won't be difficult. Okay. Back to this bad boy. too wolf-like. Let's do a little bit more spiritful. All right. I'm going to copy this over here so you guys see what was made. Oh, and you know what's bigger? I like it more. We might be using those. That might be it. When it was in chat, I didn't really have I didn't see that, the glow in the mouth. I really, really like that. Okay. That might be the winner. So Fenris and his minions. I dig it. Let's see what happens when I add the edits, though. So let's go here. I wanted to look at the battle. So some of this I did copy and paste, but I did go in there and edit from ChatGTP a little bit. So this is kind of stage one of scrubbing. And then we'll see where it goes from there. I'm just we'll do that later. Perfect. Let's see. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. That has a much more menacing look, in my opinion. Looks a little cockeyed though, but you know what? They be with the B. I like it more. What do you guys think? A or B? If you guys don't like what you see, I gotta do the cliche thing. I know it's super cliche and people roll their eyes at it, but especially on Kick, because I just started there not too long ago. Give me a follow. With follows, if you guys give me a follow, I'm 100% take any question that you have and walk through it. I'll make a whole freaking monster for you, whatever you guys want. So I did it a couple of times. It was really, really cool. But it's one of those things I just gotta get a follow. We're out here doing crazy things for follows, it seems nowadays. I've seen there's a guy that I watch, goes by Q, great streamer. He makes a whole. He used to make a whole freaking song if you subscribe to him, and now he has all that content of songs. So it's actually a double-edged sword for good for him. But we'll go back to this. This isn't a stream about Q. It's a stream about D&D. So I'm leaning toward this. So I'll make a token for that one. Or actually, I'm going to do tokens. I can do both. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have, this is going to be a token. That's going to be a token. This is going to be a token. And that's going to be a token. Yeah. Just to give it layers. That's smart. But when I show them, I'm going to show them this bad boy. Boom, boom, boom. All three of them. And then Fenris, of course. So. But Let's see here. The edge. All right. Boom. It's atmosphere. He does not call out. He does not approach. He waits. That isn't not necessary. Steer wind. I did this a long time ago, so me and you are going to be reading this together, pretty much. I haven't. When I first came up with this idea for Lily, I pitched it to the player. He loved it. But with the amount of exploration that they had to do, this has taken like 8 sessions just for them to venture to Curry Ridge. So it has been a venture for them, that is for sure. Making sure I'm not needed from newborn, so we should have a little bit more time here. Okay. So let's do all right. Carried a faint metal on bone. Cold instance as he moves. He steps forward, not quickly but deliberately. Each fall for a quiet and measured as you want. But he's walking in snow, so that obviously doesn't make any sense. I do like that, so we're going to do this. I tried to save you guys' ears by sneezing away from it and pushing my mic away, so I'm sorry if I wasn't good enough. That's strike 2 for me. First was the snap, then there was that, so I apologize. All right. Let's see here. His robes ripple like snowfall cotton. That's just a weird way to say it. I wish I could say that. That was probably ChatGPT, but that's probably me. His eyes, those swirling white storms, meet each other years in turn and linger. I like that. And here you feel cold judgment from within as he seeks for your truth. I've seen each of you in a space between night and waking You walk with tangled threads behind you, and one thread still unwoven before. What the? No. Come on. I like a riddle talker next to the next one, but negative. He starts the mere pace away, close enough to feel the cold radiating from his staff. Seleniera. Astral ice, casting faint light onto the snow at your feet. You seek Skyrest, and so Skyrest has called you. Not all who climb are welcome, who ascend. Can I spell ascend? No, I can't. Not all who are welcomed are ready. Yeah, I like that. Hollow, so Skyrest. Hollow, yep. All right. Music, and also, guys, if you have any idea of a music that would work, I don't stream my campaign for this one, so copyrights, no copyrights. While I'm going through this, if anybody has a really cool idea, please just say it in chat. Love to hear that. I've been heavy leaning on the World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King just because of the eeriness of it. And I know a lot of my guys played Wrath of the Lich King, so it has that nostalgia to it as well. And then when they have that nostalgia, they think back Wrath of the Lich King and all the ice, snow, and everything like that. So, all right. I think this is going to be almost canceled completely. The scene 2, if I remember correctly. The snow kids have been low house like forward or breathing. I don't know why I'm whispering under my breath when I have a stream. I will try this again. The snow kicks up into a low howl as Lily stumbles forward, her breath misting, shallow in the cold. Her knees buckle. Before anyone can catch her, she drops into the snow, muffled. A muffled thud. Motionless. You all rush to her side. Her pulse is faint. The veins in her neck and face shimmer with the same blue-green hue. Trow shade. It is worsening. And if my keyboard is too loud, just yell at me as well. I'm sorry, guys. I really just need to get one that's completely silent. All right. Rush to her side. The veins in her neck shimmer. Yep. Then the wind stops. Yeah, I think I wrote these in 2. So what I might do... We're going to merge them. We're going to merge these bad boys together. I could have wife aggro at any moment, but we're going to see how far we can get, peeps. So. All right. We'll leave that up just for a... So this, I think, needs to be... I thought I wanted some turmoil on the party challenging, Druid challenging the party of why they're there and why they've brought a injured Lily back home. I think that is what I was going for. So yeah, I think that is the answer there. Okay. Staff across judges like a judge's gavel. Oh, sorry, I'm streaming. His staff rested across both hands like a judge's gavel. His eyes flicker toward Lily, then away. When he speaks, his voice is slow, measured, but the strain is unmistakable. Do not touch her. His eyes burn towards the one cradling Lily. D20, and we'll go highest is cradling Lily, because everyone's going to react. He steps forward once more, towering over the group. The charms in his horns rattle in the windless air. You drag her here, half dead, poisoned, pulsing with shadows, and expect my gate to open? Tell me now, why are you here? Why do you carry with you? What do you carry with you besides death? This is the turmoil that I wanted. So how are we going to pull this? So we're going to kill this. Yeah. Okay. That's going away. Okay. Yep, there we go. Boom. 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 And this is all going to go away. To me, this is all one scene. Dialogue-based perception checks with high stakes. At least 3 successful responses are needed to earn Jurik's trust, enough to bring Lily into Skyrest Hollow. Insight 15 reveals Jurik is terrified. For his people, not himself. He is holding his emotion back with everything he has. Persuasion, DC 17, can sway him if the party speaks truthfully. Deception, DC 20, will fail automatically. He sees through lies, and he locks the gate unless corrected fast. Oh, okay. Only a crit. Only a 20 plus falter. It says for me. Can be used to invoke Windtalker customs respectfully. So we need to come up with what is Windtalker's customs. Moontalker's customs. So this. Whoop. Can't highlight. Want to buy obsidian, right? All right. We are rocking and rolling. Rolling and rocking. If you have one success, he locks his eyes, deep breath, long silence. Lily was born under a quiet moon. I remember that day well. And now the moon trembles. Now that moon trembles. He kneels beside her, but does not touch her. This poison, it is not merely death. It is a door. I would not let it open within my gates unless I know that you are here to seal it. Successful too. He studies each of you, lingering longest in the one who said nothing. I have stood through many winters. I've buried kin, lovers, students, but never with the cold in my bones like now. You must understand. If I bring her within, and she dies, bearing a curse not meant for this place, it will echo through every child born beneath this mountain. It will echo through every child born. Does that make sense? Every single kin born? Right, a kin? Yeah. Okay. He looks at Lily. His voice softens. And yet, I cannot let her die here. Not like this. Not in exile. Let me think here. For your of a risk to my people. Failure. Druid steps back, his jaw tight, his eyes narrow. I have heard smoother lies from a dying wind. You've come to Moon's doorstep to try to feed it false light. That cannot stand. You will not pass. Turn back. Take her elsewhere, or stay and face judgment. Druid kneels, if successful. Druid kneels beside Lily at last. His hand hovers over her chest, not touching. He whispers something in Draconic, and the snow begins to fall gently once more. She will not die. But what is he saying? Freaking Draconic. Give me that, right? Come on, guy. That's a me issue, man. I should have had that. She would not die today. But if you wish to help her live beyond tomorrow, we must walk into her dreams. Come, There is still time, but not much. She will meet. Yeah, there we go. That wrap this right here and kind of tells them what's happening. Boom. Hook, line, sinker, picks her up, goes to the town. So there's that. That's the lore of Curie Ridge. So I need to it's going to be here. Oh, no. There. Final stand. Arrival. Okay. Send a message to the wifey to see how baby's doing. Sorry about that. Dad duty calls. All right. Again, if you're just joining here right now, I'm just prepping for my next session. It is a cinematic session. There is going to be an encounter in it, but it's going to be very much so cinematic. I'm going to be, in essence, having two fights go on, the quote-unquote not split the party. I'm kind of doing that without splitting them. I'm having the character that this character arch is about going against one of my gods in a vision, more of a role-play cinematic feel for that one. And then the rest of them are going to have more of a protecting her body in this realm as she's having visions in the other. And the shaman who is doing the ritual needs to be protected as well. So it's going to be very video game-esque encounter, more cinematic than anything. I know it's controversial with ChatGTP. I'll keep saying it. I did use this just to kind of get a layout because it is a big fight itself. I wanted to keep myself as organized as possible. This is me kind of scrubbing through that information, getting out, and I have put a lot of emphasis on it being more grimdark than anything. So thanks for coming by. Really, really do appreciate it. If you can give me a follow, give me a like, tell me, go have myself and chat. Whatever you want to do is perfectly fine. Really happy that anyone is here watching this. It's awesome. The fact that I can do this and have people look at me and give me input going over this, it's just awesome. So thanks very much for stopping by, guys. Let's get cracking on this now. Let's see. So Lily's dream 1, round 2. The cold bite first, then the silence. A field of untouched snow stretches forever under a blood-red moon. A single set of footprints lead to you, Lily, not away. And then a shape, a shadow, a hunger wrapped in fur and ancient breath. Wrapped in fur. The snow shows like steam. Smoke from fire. An ancient breath within the cold air. So let's read that again. And then a shape. Then a shape, a shadow, a hunger wrapped in a fur. In fur, the snow shows like, whoa, no. Wrapped in fur, the snow shows. No, wrapped in fur. a hunger wrapped in fur, and like smoke from a fire. His ancient breath. I don't like that. I'll come up with something else I have there. It needs to have that oomph there, right? That oomph. Anybody has an idea to give me that extra little addition there? It'd be awesome. Fenris steps forward, his form half wolf, half nightmare, his eyes like burning coals, maw stained with something older than blood. His voice, low and deliberate, crackles. You stand alone, even now. The pack dances around you, and still you choose solitude. I'm going to let her... Yep. Cool. I forgot I put little notes in there for me to ask her. Thanks, past me. You're awesome. You carry my air, and still you tremble like prey. Do you not see? The child stirs because of me, because of the rage in your blood. Second opportunity from the stand. Challenge, defy, or question him. There's fire in you yet. Let's see if it burns or flickers away. Yep. Yeah. She resists. If she falters, scream for me, little storm. Let me teach you how to howl like your foremothers. So I need to get a lair action. Okay. I am needing to help out with the little one. So no. Thank you every one of you guys and gals that came in here to watch. It's awesome that I get people to watch this. Didn't get much feedback today like I normally do, but it's perfectly fine. Hear my own voice, hear my own ideas. That means it's gonna suck. Just kidding. I have noticed the more information I get from people, the better my campaigns are. Just that collaboration between minds and everything like that. But thank you much. You guys have a fantastic Saturday evening. I'll probably jump on again here this weekend sometime. But thank you very much, everyone. You have a fantastic day.